G'day folks, how you all going? Just thought I'd let you know we just returned from an away trip to Green Island in North Queensland. Our first away trip. So I thought I'd do a quick post as a novice diver just to share our experiences of what it's like travelling and diving. Now just to be clear, I'm not a dive master yet, or an instructor or a tech diver. I'm just sharing my journey in an attempt to let other people know what we've been going through as novice divers. Now first of all, it's really important to do your research. I rung the dive shop on Green Island and I said to them, what are the conditions like? What are we likely to expect? What is the gear setup? And what are the dive sites? What depth are we going to? As open water divers, we're only allowed to go down to a certain depth, as you know. So it's really important to make sure that you're not joining a group that's going down to 30 meters. So that research part is really, really important. The other thing is the choice to take your own gear or to use the hire gear. Now we chose to take our fins, our mask. I've got a set of regulators, so I took those as well. And my wife and I took our BCDs. The challenge with that particular setup is the luggage. Do we have enough luggage allowance on the plane? Is dragging this big bag across airports and across ferries and into the resort going to be a practical idea? Now I really like my BCD. It's absolutely comfortable. It's a great set of kit. But maybe we should have thought about just using the hire gear for convenience. Entirely up to you. The other thing that we did is as soon as I got onto the island, went straight over to the dive shop, introduced myself, let them know that I was a certified diver and started asking more questions. What I found really interesting was they were really engaging with me. They were so happy that I was looking for the right information instead of jumping on board, jumping in the water and then freaking out. We did 2 dives. One on the Saturday, one on the Sunday. The dive on the Saturday was a little bit choppy, a little bit of swell, and my wife jumped into the water and instantly didn't feel comfortable. So she called the dive, and I really respected her for doing that. Because later on, speaking to the dive instructors, it's okay to call the dive if you're not fully comfortable. The last thing you want to be doing is panicking down below in a resort with instructors that you don't know, or potentially a dive master that's not as competent instructor as they should be. My son and I went down and we had a great dive. On the Sunday, we had a different dive master, James. This guy was absolutely amazing. Very clear dive briefing, making sure that we were paying attention, went through the signals, made sure that we understood what the pressure meant. The sign here, how much pressure have you got? Very important. So he went through all the signs. He gave us a couple of signs to say turtle, shark, all the rest of it. Absolutely amazing. We went down, my wife jumped in, descended straight away to 12 meters and was completely comfortable. The dive took about 40 minutes. I was around about close to my minimum pressure. So the dive master said to me, you, up, bye-bye. And that's all he needed to do. I knew I was close. He had my wife and my son completely calm and completely safe. So I surfaced a little bit earlier. That lesson taught me that it is really, really important to choose the right resort, the right dive instructors and the right dive masters, and to understand exactly what you're getting yourself into. The dive on Sunday was memorable. My wife absolutely loved it and she's looking forward to the next away trip. There are a couple of little changes that we'll make. Maybe we won't take all our gear, so potentially just your mask, your fins and maybe your wetsuit in case wearing the resort wetsuit is not exactly to your liking. But do your research. Find out exactly where you're going to go. Make sure you're doing the luggage checks properly. Make sure you're doing your buddy checks properly when you're up there as well, because I found myself getting really excited and I nearly forgot to do my buddy checks. My son, 12-year-old son of mine, tapped me on the shoulder and said, Dad, buddy check. So that's really important to know. All right, folks, I hope that's helped. As I said, I'm just a novice diver sharing my experiences. Learn from the instructors, learn from those around you, have fun, dive safe, and we'll chat again soon. Bye for now.